Hello, welcome back to Dragonfall, Shadowrun, Dragonfall, where we are in here for the first time. As you approach the elf, you notice that he's in mid-conversation. His lips move rapidly, and his voice comes out in a low, quiet tone. The glossy plastic shell of a high-grade comlink glints on his wrist. Listen in on his conversation. Doing your best to look uninterested, you lean in slightly and straighten your ears. You find that you can make out the doctor's end of the conversation. No, the price I'm quoting you is more than fair. Well below market value, in fact. If you can't pay it, that's your problem. Yes, I know that the price has gone up. This is a seller's market. Well then, you'll just have to find the money or go without. I'm sorry, but I have to go. I have a patient. He presses a button on his comlink and looks up at you, $1 million smile on his face. Sorry about that wait, my friend. Welcome to the Triage Cyber Clinic. I'm Dr. Xavier Esquivel. And your name is? Shake his head. Whatevs. A pleasure. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you? I found this schematic. Think you can hook me up with this probe? Very nice. The design appears simple enough. Yes, I should be able to provide you with this. It won't be cheap, though. Let's look at what you got. I'm not actually going to look into that. Deckers don't want to sacrifice valuable headwear space. In other words, it's an ARM version of the new data jack. Adds plus 6 hit points, plus 8 hit points, and plus 1 quickness. Doesn't add strength. Plus 1 armor. Shiwasi bone lacing. Plastic. That's bio. Is that? No, that's cyberware. Covers your bones with hard plastic. Adds plus 1 body. Data jack. Basic cyberware. Okay, cool. 5.5. Essence after operation, 5.5, because I'm not doing an operation. Medical supplies. Let's see. I can purchase a basic med kit. And I will. Medical supplies? What do I have in the stash? There we go. Sell that. Get another basic med kit. And put it there. The dog's still following me around. I have one more contact to make in this area before I start going and doing jobs. That is over here in the cafe. Probably shouldn't be promising to make jobs before I know I'm going to come back alive from one of the jobs I already have. Oh well. I am looking for you. So you're what Evs, eh? The late Monica Schaefer's replacement. He looks you up and down, then nods. Good. You look the part. Let me get right to business. My organization would like to retain your services for the indefinite future, but first, we're asking you to go on a trial run, an audition of sorts, to prove that you're the right woman for the job. Assuming that you complete this trial to our satisfaction, I will then offer you a variety of simple tasks. All of these should be achievable in the course of your everyday business. You won't need to go out of your way or expose yourself to much unnecessary risk. For each task that you complete, you'll be rewarded handsomely, and there will be a bonus if you finish them all. So have I piqued your interest? Will you accept our offer? What does this audition pay? I can offer you 1,500 new yen, only if you complete the full audition, the run, post-run interview to our satisfaction. If you fail to perform up to our expectations, you will receive no pay and no further offers of work. Sold. Very good. Assume that your performance in the audition passes muster. I can foresee a long and fruitful business relationship between us. Who do you work for? How did you know where to find me? My organization knows everything worth knowing in Germany, including the small pond that is Berlin. It is in our best interest, however, to remain unknown to the world at large. For the time being, that is all you need to know. Sure, I'm in. Good, he smiled. Very good. Now on to the task at hand. There is a man named Alshire. He is a Shire. He is a senior manager at Hermes Eurocom, a respected figure in his community. My organization also suspects him of working with pro-corporate extremists. These people are actively working to undermine the Flux state and pave the way for a corporate-controlled Berlin. My organization has no more desire to see Berlin fall to the corporations than you do. However, we are hesitant to act on our own suspicions without proof. This is where you come in. You want me to spy on him. Keep talking. You will meet with a team that I've arranged for you, and with their assistance you will plant surveillance devices in his apartment. Take the U-Bahn to Frankfurter Tor and go alone. The rest of your team will meet you there. I already have a team. Yes, you do, yes, but they are unsuitable for this job. Remember, this is a test of your abilities, not Iger's, or Glory's, or Dietrich's. If it's that important to you, I'll work with your team. Very good. The moment that you board the train to Frankfurter Tor, your test will begin. I would advise you to bring what you need in terms of medical supplies and ordnance. Once you embark on your trial run, there will be no turning back. After you have planted the devices and verified that they work, come back to me. There will be a brief interview, a post-mortem on the run, if you like, and assuming that I am satisfied with what I hear, I will pay you your first stipend. Then we will discuss our future options. Best of luck, whatevs. We will be watching. That doesn't sound creepy at all. There is also that phone booth thing. Unless, of course... Let's go up and check that creepy phone booth real quick. Der Weinkeller? Don't remember that. Ooh, this is a bit. Did not know this. The young woman stands at the bar, smoking a cigarette. You've seen her face before. Lucky Strike, and one of the mercenaries from Monica's files. A plume of blue-gray smoke spills from the corner of her mouth. She turns attention to you. Hey, the distinctive circuit pattern tattoo that lines her face shimmer and pulse with light. You need something? I don't believe we've met. I'm whatevs. Yeah, I know who you are. She takes a drag on her cigarette. How are you holding up, champ? I heard what happened to your boss. It happens. Running the shadows is a dangerous line of work. She smirks, then lets the smoke escape from the corner of her mouth. Don't I know it? So, you need something, or are you just going to stand there? Why'd you bring up Monica? Did you know her? I met her a couple times. Seemed nice enough. Mostly knew her by reputation. You can't live in this Kiev without hearing about the Queen of the Cruise Bazaar. Can't say that I was a fan. That's your... Monica didn't control the Cruise Bazaar. Didn't she? Then why did the place start falling apart the second that she got geeked? Either Monica controlled the Cruise Bazaar, or she had her fingers in so many pies that she might as well have. It comes out to the same thing either way. You and your friends, you followed Monica too, obeyed her orders without question, right? Not without question. That's generally how a team works, yes? I've got a newsflash for you, friend. Here in Berlin, teams don't have leaders. The very idea of a team leader runs counter to the spirit of this place. For such a rabid anarchist, your friend seemed awfully comfortable being in power. Kind of contradiction in terms, don't you think? No, I don't. And I don't think you know a damn thing about who Monica really was. Fair enough, you're probably right. I didn't know her like you do. I'm sure she was a lovely person. All I really know is that your friend's death left a power vacuum, and that the Cruise Bazaar is less stable because of it. You are a little bit bitter. Oh, that's a zoom. Okay. I imagine you're going to be a mission leader, or a recruit. One of the two. Let's see what you have. Old obsolete phone booth. You have nothing right now. Are you still singing in the Swiss Alps? I know you. Maybe by face, if not by name. I'm whatevs. By face, by name, by cry, or by song. Timmy Kim is what most people call me. They think I don't know why, but I do. Monica explained. So what have you been up to? I wanted to escape with the children and the captain. We had to get away from the soldiers out of Austria. Oh, Austrian Alps. But it was wrong, all wrong. I was taking them over the mountains, but it was the wrong way. I know it was. It would have taken us straight into Germany, not Switzerland. We should have taken a train, gone to Italy. There we would have been safe. I didn't want it to end badly, so I turned it off. Zack sold me something new in it. In it, I feel strong. I have a son, and he's determined to save the world. I have to protect him because the machines have come back to kill him before you can become a man. I won't let that happen, because in there, I am strong. Though Kim's words are bold, her trembling voice and body betray someone aching for a fix. How do you feel about Monica's death? Sad. She never got to have a family. She'll never get married, never be a mother. Did you think of her as a mom? Maybe. Never knew my own, and Monica did take care of me. Monica said a mother is always a mother, always. She hugs herself tired and stares blankly at the ground. I'll catch up with you another time. Ooh, that's sad. Okay. I have 3 missions. One of them is optional. Hello, Dietrich. Figured I'd run into you here, boss. Wanted to be sure that I caught you before you headed off. But Evs, we need to have a talk about this Humanist gig. Alright, we'll make it quick. I haven't been reading the thing, sorry. Well, I've got a history with Humanists. I fought them back in 39 during the Night of Rage. Hell of a thing that was. I remember the terror, the senseless violence, the murdered children. I remember this little dwarf boy. They stuffed his body in the gutter of whatevs. I can still see his face, all bruised and broken. To this day, it makes my blood boil. Anyway, long story short, we beat them. Berlin's punks and anarchists all came together and we stomped the living dreck out of those racist pigs. A lot of good people died that night, but we put down some of the bad ones too. Yes, you want to come on the Humanist run so you can finish the job? That's part of it, sure, but it's not the whole story. I don't just want to come on this run, boss. I have to come. It's my nephew, Alexander. He signed on with Humanist, driven to it by his worthless sack of a dad, no doubt. I take it his father, your brother, is a Humanist member too? Nah, that'd take a level of conviction, a quality that he thoroughly lacks. My best guess is he's treating Humanists as a boarding school. They feed and house their recruits, and that's money that he'd rather spend on himself. So he dumped his boy off on them, never mind the fact that they're fascist swine. I've got to get Alexander out of there, whatevs, before it's too late. Those monsters are experts at warping young minds. It's how they're discussing ideology propagates. So I'm asking you as a personal favor to let me come along on the run. I have to get into that compound, whatevs. I have to find Alexander. I have to turn him around before those animals make him do something unforgivable. Of course, Dietrich. I wouldn't keep you from something like this. Thanks, boss. Never doubted you'd bring me, of course. You're too good a woman for that, but it's good to hear all the same. I'm counting on you, boss. With that in mind, I'm going to do the Humanist Holoclone thing first. In addition to your team, your fixer has access to a small network of mercenaries in the Berlin area. These runners appear below your core team on the runner selection screen and can be hired on mission-to-mission basis. As you complete missions, both your team members and the available mercenaries periodically gain access to new equipment and abilities. Any new items, spells, weapons, or weapon abilities that a runner gains will automatically be available for use the next time you take them on a mission. Confirm. I don't have enough money to hire anybody else. Einer. Oh, Lucky Strike is a street samurai. Surprise! Color me not surprised at all. See? Well, definitely Eiger, definitely Dietrich, and definitely Glory. Combat medic. Cool. You're about to travel to the Shadowrun nest. Continue. Confirm. Okay, so what happened there is I kind of bumped my phone when I was checking to see how much time I had left. That caused it to, because I use my phone as my timer, as you know. That caused the connection between it and the computer to fuzz a little bit, which kicked me out of the game. It didn't crash the game in and of itself, but after that, Dragonfall decided it wanted to update, which did crash the game. I guess there was a brief moment where it wasn't active. Anyway, the U-Bahn rattles to a halt at the edge of the Kreuzberg. You're only a few blocks away from the Schatten Nest, the Kies that Maxim and his smugglers call home. According to Samuel, they should be expecting you. And confirm. Look, boss, I just wanted to thank you for bringing me along on this one. It means a lot. Don't sweat it. Even Shadowrunners have families. Alexander, he's a good kid, you know. If I had been there for him, if I hadn't run off to Berlin, left him with his worthless sack of a dad, he'd never have fallen in with those humanist pigs in the first place. Expression on Dietrich's face softens and he claps you on the shoulder. Let's go find my nephew, and let's crack all the humanist skulls we can along the way. The fuckers have it coming in more ways than I can count. Okay, so new objective, optional, help Dietrich find his nephew. Make contact with the smugglers, discover the humanist plot. Are you going to be another nice-looking orc model that we can't have? Matronly woman with a round face and kind eyes greets you. Her apron is caked with what looks like a year's worth of grease. Guten Tag. What can I get you? That depends. What do you have? Today we are selling soya-based curry wurst for 5 new yen, or a soup and sandwich combo for 10. Good, simple, stick-to-your-ribs food. Perfect for a cold day like this. I'll take the soup and sandwich. That will be 10 new yen, please. She hands over a small cup of steaming soup and a sandwich. You take a quick bite and swig down some soup. It's wonderful. Thanks. The vendor pauses a moment and steeples her pudgy fingers. We don't see many strangers down at this. I should have said it was delicious. At this end of the line. In case you hadn't noticed, things are a little run down out here. You were thinking of heading out past the wall. Weren't thinking of heading out past the wall, were you? As a matter of fact, I was. Well, it doesn't make any difference to me, but you be careful out there. People on the other side of that wall, well, they've got no respect for anybody. Thanks for the warning. Best of luck, and take care of yourself. Food cart vendor. Phone booth. Searching the dead drop, you find a package with the telltale markings of the shock Wallenreiter. This is an open request for information on current and past donors to the Humanist Polyclub. Identifying information such as home addresses and photographs is preferred. The presence of this hate group and its supporters will no longer be tolerated within our community. We will expose them to the harsh light of truth. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information. Shock Wallenreiter. Okay. Got a couple different optional. Rough-looking dwarf with a fire plug build holds out his hand as you approach. Whoa there, pal. I don't know where you think you're headed, but you should turn around and go back the way you came. I've got business on the other side of your barricade. One way or another, that's where I'm going. He stares at you with a praising eye in his look. Well, you look like you can handle yourself, but still, I'm telling you, the people out there are bad news. There are gangs on the other side of this barricade who'd skin you alive as soon as they look at you. Trust me, I need to get out there. If I don't, some punk gangs are going to be the least of my problems. Alright, fine. If that's really what you want, we won't try to stop you. Let him by, Serge. He gestures to the troll staying behind him. Are you wearing a gas mask? You are. Shat nest. Here we go. This is our contact, Maxim. The figure at the center of the group shoots you an insolent glance. His fine elvish features match Samuel's description. This must be Maxim, your smuggler liaison. Well, well, if it isn't the muscle that Tuck promised us. Look who it is, everybody. The new hires have elected to grace us with their presence. Nice of you to join us. He glances at the PDA on his wrist and then looks back at you. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp and humorless. You're late, chummer. Drop the attitude, or you can roll into this meeting without me. Well, you come highly recommended, so I suppose I'll overlook it. He lets out a theatrical sigh. If we run into trouble, you'll be glad to have me around, I guarantee it. As you've already pointed out, we're running late. Shouldn't we get moving? Yes, of course. Right you are. He slaps the side of a bulldog steep van. A second van of the same design rumbles to life a few feet away. Pile in, people, and be ready. There's rough country between us and the meeting site. We might run into trouble along the way. Make contact with the smugglers. 20 minutes into your trip, the van comes to a screeching halt. Maxim presses his face to the passenger window. From the mix of anger and dread on his face, you can tell he doesn't like what he sees. Damn it, I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. He cranes his neck around to look you in the eye. Everybody pile out of the van and get ready. Whatevs? We're going to need some muscle in a second.